Hey guys, I just got home from work briefly to unload some stuff and I ran into this. You guys can see all these bees pouring out of this box. I'm in the middle of a swarm. I'm gonna try to catch them. Alright, they're moving into the bushes here. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're just swarming in a big whirl, what do you call it, tornado. It's a big tornado of bees here. And they're heading downhill a little bit. I'm hoping they'll cue on that lemongrass I dropped back there, but they're going the wrong direction. There's not much breeze out right now. See if I can find the center of this tornado of bees. Yeah, this is it. They're going to bunch up right in here somewhere, I'm afraid, which is going to be difficult. Usually they'll set up underneath a bush, something like this, down out of the direct sun. Look at this. I think I got it. They're bunching here. Look at this. They're cued on this tree over here. Oh. So they're queued up on this one tree here. We'll give them a minute. You can see them kind of coming in. Of course, give them a minute. I'll see if they cluster on it. Give them a minute. I'll come back down here. I think that's where they're going to set up those, on that tree. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes or so. They're still milling about. They're real heavy in that tree there and in that bush there. So one or both spots are going to cluster up and they'll have a big bunch of bees hanging on it. I kind of hope it's the bush, because usually when it's in the tree it's up high and I don't want to go get a ladder and climb up there. But we'll see. I can't tell them what to do. They're bees. Alright guys, so it's been about 10 minutes now, and you can see them start to cluster. They picked their spot. There's a few in that bush over there. Unfortunately, they're in the tree. And you can see here, try not to step on it too many. You see them on the ground there, but they're bunching up in this tree. And it's probably going to be about 8 feet up. That seems to be the magic number around here. So, what I need to do right now is go get my nippers and start working on making some working space here so I can shake them out of that tree. I'm trying to show you what I'm doing. I hope everything's in the shot. You guys can see here we got 2 classic clusters. So this is typically a pretty easy catch. This is what I call an easy catch. As long as the queen's not way up there. So let's start by making myself some working room. We got a lovely cluster of bees here. And another one up there. Hopefully it's in the shot. I don't know if it's in the shot. Y'all gonna have to bear with me if it's not. And so what I'm gonna do is go grab a box, a deep, with some comb drawn out in it, and I'm gonna shake these guys off into it, and that'll be it. Now, I do say they're when you see one of these big swarms going on, don't freak out. Don't grab your bug spray, run out there and squirt them all. They're generally not aggressive. I say that despite the fact that I've been stung a couple times in these big swarms. Generally, it's because they got caught in my hat or my shirt or underneath my glasses somehow. The very first swarm I ever caught, I got stung right in the eyebrow. So, anyways, I'm gonna grab a box and we'll drop these guys. It's in the frame. This is a die out from this last winter. Not enough medication, I think, and for an old queen. I don't really know. So I'm gonna put these guys in this deep. It's deep. I don't know how much of this is in the shot. I don't have a cameraman. I took the center, whatever, 5 frames out of that. Let me just take a peek at what you guys are seeing. You really can't see what I'm doing. There we go. You can kind of see. All right, guys, this is raw. This is real. So get some more of this stuff out of my way. Of course, I never have help. And I honestly think my bees are very observant. They know, apparently, when I don't feel like working with bees. So, usually this time of year, I've got my little spray bottle with some sugar water mixed up in it, just for these occasions. I have none of my little spring kit together to catch bees, so I'm using a sports bottle, which I quickly threw some sugar water in. And that'll help keep them busy once I shake them into this box. Alright, for the hard part, cutting branches with one hand. This usually ends with me and a bunch of bees in my lap. Put this nippers in my rib cage and try to pull it shut with my right hand and support this branch with my left. Okay, here we go. We're lucky the queen is in here. Alright, drop that in front. This other one's going to be a lot harder. Move the box over. Well, not perfect, but it's pretty close to above it. Okay, so I'm going to give them a shake. See if I can get them to drop in. Now we're going to see a big cluster of bees flying. So far we got most of them in. There's a little tiny cluster on top. Well, she may be up in that. But it looks like they're queuing on the box. If you guys can see that box, they're not so much getting back up there on top. Little tiny stick. Okay, I doubt she's up there. So they're going to go back up, nose around, because they know she was up there. But it's just a small cluster of bees. Most of them are on the ground here, so I'm going to put you all in a position where you can see what's going on. I got threatened a few times. They get up my hairline where I'm sweating, and I think the fact that I'm kind of excited to get these guys caught might throw my hormones up a little high, get them thinking I'm bad news. But right now, you can see how clustered they are. They are on this box. She's probably in here. That's out of here. And they're not on these sticks over here that I chopped off. In the sun. Alright. Lots of little girls. Alright, alright, alright. All the way. You set it down real gentle. And you know they'll get, you know, I got 10,000 bees running around here. It's hard not to crunch one. What you do is put your frame in real slow and gentle. Never rush in this business. And you kind of give them a little pressure and they'll go, I don't want to get smashed, and so they'll get out of the way. You probably can't see that how far the camera is. Let me move you again. Over here. Try not to get seasick, everybody. I'll drop this thing down low. That's a little better, huh? Not much. Alright, so you can see how I got a big old bunch of bees right there where I need to drop these frames. So I'll just put them in slow and gentle. Slow and gentle. And then gradually you want to put them down, put the pressure. Not so much you smashing any bees, but just put a pressure on them and they'll get out of the way. They're out of the way there on that side. Just sitting on something. Okay, so that one's down. Bottom. One more. Yep. Look at that. Bunches of bees. I think they'll probably stay here. Well, because this, what they'll go do is they'll go look for a hive that's a die out. It already has a bunch of this comb in place. And then that's where they'll set up home shop, because then they don't have to build all the infrastructure. So if you have a box that's already got all that in place, they will go there first. And this last frame is too close together. There we are. And that's it. Now I start looking for little butts in the air. Little butt in the air trick. And you know that they have their rear ends up in the air. They're marking this as a home. And I think that's about where we are with these guys. They're moving in. See the queen, but I didn't look real hard either. She's going to be down out of sight. They're after all that sugar water. They're busy with that sugar water, which is kind of why I squeeze. I'll spray it, but I didn't have the spray bottle handy. I didn't feel like searching, so I just grabbed a sports bottle. find a lid real quick, pop the lid on it, let them all settle down, and we caught us a swarm of bees. Alright, so if you like this content, give it a thumbs up, share it. I don't do a whole lot of self-promotion on YouTube, so my channel doesn't really grow much. I got a job, so sitting around worried about my next YouTube video is not something I do. I do like to share what I do, but it does take a second place. Okay, so I'm going to pop this top on. I'm going to leave a stick right here just to leave the front a little pushed up, get them coming in still. They're all wanting to come in the back. Slow. Going slow. Give them time to get out of the way. Pressure, just light pressure. Go slow. You go fast, you're going to smash bees. When you smash enough bees, somebody's going to have issues with you. You're going to find yourself stunned. Okay. I might have been a bit too quick, but that's how it works. Alright, come back this evening and pick this box up with a pickup truck, drive it back up to the house, put it in the apiary where they're supposed to be. That's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope maybe you learned something, maybe you thought it was just interesting. Like, share, subscribe, all that silly nonsense that YouTube people are supposed to say.